So you're thinking about moving to Stone Mountain, Georgia? Well, you're in for something truly special. The Stone Mountain Park, which is the #1 attraction, is right here. In today's video, we're going to be unveiling to you the Stone Mountain Park, which has plenty of outdoor activities, has camping. Also, there's a lot of festivals throughout the year, including the laser show. You have fireworks during July 4th. And also you can take the sky ride up to the top of the summit of Stone Mountain. For those of you looking to move to Stone Mountain and you're nature lovers, you're going to be amazed by all the outdoor activities right here. You have the Stone Mountain Trail, which goes all the way from Atlanta to Stone Mountain. Also, you got the Stone Mountain Lake. If you enjoy lake life, you have access to the lake there that you can boat and fish. If you're someone who really enjoys golfing, you get several different golf courses around Stone Mountain, but you do have the Stone Mountain Golf Course right by the park, which gives you some beautiful views of the lake and also the Stone Mountain summit while you're golfing. And for those of you who have some kiddos, you're interested, Matthew, where are some of the schools? We're going to be highlighting that today in the video. And also we're going to be showing you some of the housing options here. So by the end of the video, it's our goal that we'll be able to answer some of your questions, so you'll know if Stone Mountain's the right fit for you and your family. So let's check it out. Okay, let's jump on the map here. Let's take a look at Stone Mountain, Georgia. This is going to be the suburb that we're going to be talking about today in our map tour. As you can see, Stone Mountain here is outlined in red. That's going to be the suburb that we're going to be discussing today. The Stone Mountain is considered a part of the suburb of Atlanta. And if you look at Atlanta here, you'll see that Stone Mountain is located about 16 miles east of downtown Atlanta. And the county that Stone Mountain is located in, it is actually in DeKalb County, but Stone Mountain is still considered part of the Atlanta metropolitan area. And a lot of you, if you guys are looking at this video and you're from maybe out of state, you might say, Matthew, yeah, Stone Mountain, that sounds like a very familiar name. And a lot of those who have visited Georgia or maybe heard of Georgia, looked at Georgia, the Stone Mountain Park, which is really near to the Stone Mountain City suburb area, which is right here on the map, is a really famous park. It's well known. It's actually the #1 attraction in the area here, in the Atlanta area. And actually Stone Mountain Park is one of Georgia's most visited tourist sites. So a lot of people will come to Georgia just to visit, and they will go to Stone Mountain for one of the attractions, one of the festivals. Also, they have a really great laser light show there. So a lot of great activities that we're going to be discussing today in the map tour that is really around the Stone Mountain Park area. Okay, let's take a look at what's the distance between Stone Mountain and Atlanta, just so you get a good idea of what the driving distance is and the time frame. So you lived in Stone Mountain, and if you left Stone Mountain right now and you traveled to Atlanta, right now it would take you around 30 minutes to get there, plus or minus. You can see why a lot of people really prefer to live in Stone Mountain, especially if they have to travel into Atlanta or maybe they have to travel to the airport. It is really an excellent location. A lot of residents that live in Stone Mountain really enjoy the location of where Stone Mountain is in relationship to Atlanta and how easy it is to get back and forth to Atlanta and back to Stone Mountain area. Okay, let's come over and take a look closer at Stone Mountain. I always like to give you a little history about the suburb that we're going to be talking about here in our map tour. As I shared with you, Stone Mountain has a really rich and complex history spanning from the Native American heritage over through the Civil War and also to modern time. In the early pre-1800s, the Creek and the Cherokee tribe Indians inhabited this part of Atlanta, the Stone Mountain area. And actually the mountain itself was a spiritual site for the Native Americans who called it Lone Mountain. And for Stone Mountain, it was incorporated as a town in 1839 and later reincorporated as a city in 1847. So there's really a lot of history here around Stone Mountain. And also Stone Mountain became a major source of granite back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. The quarry of granite really became a big part of the town and the area. Really, the granite industry really boomed during that time with all the granite that was produced from Stone Mountain. In the 1980s to 2000s, Stone Mountain evolved into a diverse suburb of Atlanta, attracting a lot of families, retirees, and outdoor enthusiasts with all the outdoor activities, the parks, the trails, and especially the Stone Mountain Park here. And
Present day Stone Mountain remains a very popular tourist site, as I share with you here in the Atlanta area, with all its events, trails, and also they do have some educational programs there in the area.
By the way, my name is Matthew. I'm a real estate agent here in Georgia. I also moved to Georgia from Florida over 16 years ago and been living ever since. And welcome to my channel, North Georgia Life, where we cover everything there is to know about living in North Georgia and the surrounding suburbs, including the best neighborhoods, things to do so you get a really good idea what it's like living here. Make sure you subscribe below so you can be the first to learn about the current market here in Stone Mountain, Georgia. My team and I love helping people just like you make a move here, even if that's in 5 days or 9 months. So give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. You can even schedule a Zoom call with us. All our contact information is right here on the screen. We'd love to help you make a smooth move here to Stone Mountain or one of the surrounding suburbs.
When we talk to a lot of our buyers who are contacting us looking to move to Stone Mountain, maybe from out of state or a different part of Atlanta, a lot of times the feedback that we get from our buyers that have moved there and also buyers that are looking for moving to Stone Mountain share with us that, one, as I share with you, the location of Stone Mountain, especially in relationship to Atlanta, it is an excellent location to be able to get back and forth. And also, if you do want to access some of the highways like 285 here, which goes all the way around Atlanta, gives you easy access to be able to get on other parts of Atlanta, like if you want to go over to Marietta, maybe you want to go over to Douglasville, or if you want to head north towards Sandy Springs or Roswell, or up towards Lawrenceville. There's a lot of great roads and arteries because Stone Mountain's right here on the cuff of Atlanta, not really inside the 285 perimeter. It gives you those excellent arteries. Affordable housing is another big thing. A lot of times we'll have buyers that will be looking inside of Atlanta and they'll see that the cost of housing is a little bit higher than what they really like to purchase. So they start looking outside of 285, and Stone Mountain is one of the areas that people really start to look at because of the affordability of houses and also the different type of housing options that are here in Stone Mountain, Georgia. The other thing is the outdoor activities. People are really attracted to the outdoor activities right here in Stone Mountain with the parks. We got some campsites. Also, we have some golf courses. So we have several different activities right here in the Stone Mountain area that we'll be discussing and diving a little bit deeper into those activities later on here in our map tour. Okay, let's jump over to niche.com. Let's take a look at this website. This is a third-party website. Gives some good information about a suburb, especially if you're looking at different suburbs. It's just one of the third-party websites that we'll encourage our buyers to take a look at. It just gives you a good overview. So I just want to go over what niche.com gives a grade overall for Stone Mountain. I gave it an overall grade of a C+, and they broke that out into schools. They gave it a C. Housing, they gave it a C. Good for families, gave it a C. Crime and safety, get a C-. Nightlife, gave it a B. And diversity, gave it a B. So scroll down here. In regards to the suburb, the population, again, this is just the suburb of Stone Mountain. Just want to make sure that you guys realize, you might like, wow, less than 10,000 people live there. They're just referring to the suburb of Stone Mountain. Is only 6,639 people that live there. The real estate medium home value is $190,700. If you're going to rent in the Stone Mountain suburb area, the rent would be a little bit over $1,300 a month. The breakdown of how many people that live in Stone Mountain rent, 47% of the people that live there rent, and 53% of the people that live there own. Continue scrolling down, again, it shows you the area that they're referring to here on niche.com. This gives the Stone Mountain rankings, gave it a number 76 out of 166 for best suburb for young professionals in Georgia. Gave it 138 out of 166 for most diverse suburbs in Georgia, and gave it 166 out of 417 for best places for young professionals in Georgia. Here's the crime and safety, where they gave it a C-. Residence diversity gave it a B. Working in Stone Mountain gave it a C+. The median household income is a little bit over $49,000 a year. And the schools, they gave some of the schools here in Stone Mountain A's, A-, and B+. So again, as I always share with our buyers, if you are looking at an area because of the school district. We always encourage you to check out schooldigger.com or one of those websites before determining if you want to purchase a home because of the school district that home is in. So let's go back over to Google here. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, I want to show you some of the different highways and arteries, especially if you're looking at Stone Mountain online, you're looking at some neighborhoods around or in Stone Mountain. Always be mindful of the different highways and roads. It makes it really easy to get around the Atlanta area. One of the things that you'll realize, especially if you do come here to Atlanta and you do drive around, Atlanta is really well known for it being very sprawling in nature, and what that means is it is spread out, but we have really great roads and highways here, but it does take sometimes a little bit of time to drive from place to place just because it's more spread out. We call it sprawling in nature, but the great things is that Georgia has done a really good job and Atlanta has really done a really good job with keeping up with the roads, expanding the roads, and maintaining the roads. So we have really great roads and arteries here in the Atlanta area in Georgia also. So let me pull up my pen here so we can see. Again, this is going to be the area that we're going to be discussing. The first thing here is Atlanta, and some of the highways here. This road coming out of Atlanta is Highway 20, and this goes east and west, and this continues in this direction. As I shared with before, this main highway here is called 285, and this loops all the way around Atlanta. And if you are coming from this direction here out of Atlanta, you could take 85, which would take you up to 285, and then you could head back south. But a more direct route, if you're going from Atlanta or going from Stone Mountain, would be, if you're coming from Stone Mountain, would be to take 78, and that takes you directly in this direction right into Atlanta. Also, we do have this road here. It's called Georgia State Road 154 that comes out of Atlanta, and then once you cross over or under 285 and continue going towards Stone Mountain, it turns into State Road 10. So those are the main arteries that you should be aware of, especially if you're looking at different homes. It makes it really easy to get around the Stone Mountain area and also to be able to travel back and forth to Atlanta. Another thing I'd like to point out to you, I just want to point out a couple suburbs around Stone Mountain, just so you be aware of what is around the Stone Mountain area. A little bit north of you, we do have Tucker here, and then also we have Leeburn here, and also here's Snellville. Inside the 285 perimeter, we have the North Druid Hills, Scottsdale, Decatur, Atlanta, Brookhaven here, and here's Chamblee. So those are some of the different suburbs around Stone Mountain. Just always like to point those out to you, especially if you're looking at Stone Mountain, you start to expand maybe outside of Stone Mountain in regards to your home search. Those would be the different suburbs right around you if you wanted to stay in this area. Now you might be asking yourself, Matthew, if I live in Stone Mountain, I've heard about the MARTA that travels out from the Atlanta airport and goes through different parts of Atlanta. Does the MARTA travel all the way out to Stone Mountain? And unfortunately it does not. Another thing I'd like to share with you, we do have the MARTA station here in Atlanta. The MARTA station mostly travels north and south through different parts of Atlanta, and also does go a little bit east and west. You might be asking yourself, well, Matthew, yes, I have been on the MARTA before. I've visited Atlanta. I flew into the airport. I jumped on the MARTA, and it was able to get me sort of to a certain area. And then from there, maybe my friends picked me up, or I was able to take an Uber from where the MARTA dropped me off. And you might be asking yourself, hey, Matthew, does the MARTA go out to Stone Mountain? And unfortunately, it does not. But the good news is that there are a couple MARTA stations really close to Stone Mountain. We have the Kingston station and also the Indian Creek station, which are probably between 10 to 15 minute drive from Stone Mountain. So if you didn't want to drive all the way into Atlanta to maybe go to the airport, and you just want to park your car at one of the MARTA stations because it's a little bit less expensive, those are the two closest MARTA stations. But also we do have some good public transportation buses that do travel around the Stone Mountain area if you did want to access the public transportation here. Okay, I'd like to share with you some of the outdoor activities that's available here in Stone Mountain, the parks, the trails, some of the golf courses. The first area I'd like to share with you is the Stone Mountain Park. This is really the famous Stone Mountain Park that you've been hearing all about throughout the video today. Here's the face of the Stone Mountain that you can really see parts of the Stone Mountain as you are traveling past Stone Mountain 285. It's really a very large presence there. Also, you can go to the park, and there are several different attractions. You can actually, as you can see here, go to the top of the rock here. As you can see, people sitting at the top of the rock looking over Atlanta. Got some beautiful views of the overall area, especially if you got a nice clear day. Here, as you can see, you got a lot of festivals and concerts. They actually have a really great laser show, especially during July 4th and also different parts of the year. Got some fireworks here, and also a lot of different things you can do right there in the Stone Mountain Park. So I'm going to go back to the map here. And I'd like to share with you the Stone Mountain Park. Here's a website that I found. If you're interested in finding, hey, what are some of the things that we can do at Stone Mountain Park? Do we have to get some tickets? What are some of the festivals? Is there camping? Is there lodging there? What's the parking situation? As you can see here, they're having the Dino Fest here starting on March 8th to the 20th. This is really an exciting event that they're doing. Also, you have the Easter sunrise service here if you want to go up on the Stone Mountain on Easter sunrise. And this is really a great website if you want to check out what are the festivals, what are the hiking trails, everything that you can do there in and on the Stone Mountain Park. I'm going to jump over here. Here's a picture of the Stone Mountain Park, which you can find online. It gives you really nice breakdown of where, the different activities and what you can do there, where, the food, the bathrooms, how do you get to the top of the Stone Mountain Park there in the Stone Mountain if you want to have some really great views. So they have really great information here. If you really want to spend a nice day or maybe a weekend going to Stone Mountain Park, we would highly recommend it. Okay, let's jump back over here to the map here. Another thing I like to point out to you is, as you can see here, we have the Stone Mountain Lake, which is right around the Stone Mountain Park here in blue. And the Stone Mountain Lake offers a lot of people to be able to boat and fish. So if you're living in Stone Mountain and you like to have some of the lake life, you have access to the Stone Mountain Lake right here where you can boat and fish. So a lot of people do enjoy that part of the lake and what that lake has to offer to the residents that live here. And also from people all over the area come to visit Stone Mountain Park in the lake. Now, as you can see here, I've pulled up different golf courses that are in and around Stone Mountain. This is something that if you are someone who really enjoys the golf, you have several different golf courses around Stone Mountain, as you can see here on the map. But right here, really close to the Stone Mountain Park, you have the Stone Mountain Golf Club. This is a really beautiful golf course that you can go golfing at. As you can see here, you got some really nice views of the Stone Mountain Lake. You actually have the face of the Stone Mountain Park that you can see. So as you're golfing here, you get some really beautiful views, nice greenways. As you can see here, you have some really great views of the park. So people really enjoy coming to this golf course for the golf course itself, but also the excellent views that you really have of the park around you. So always want to point out this golf course, especially if you're someone who really enjoys golfing. It's really close to the Stone Mountain Park, but there are a couple other golf courses around the Stone Mountain area. And for those of you who are asking, well, Matthew, what are the other parks around Stone Mountain in the Stone Mountain, Georgia area, just besides the Stone Mountain Park? And here on the Google Maps, you can see all the different parks that are in and around the Stone Mountain area. If you did live in Stone Mountain, Georgia, you have plenty of parks to visit and go to. And actually there are some campgrounds, especially around the Stone Mountain Park area, that if you want to bring your RV or camper, you could go to the campground there and really enjoy yourself, especially if you do like to camp at night and bring your RV. The other thing I'd like to share with you about the outdoor activities, the last thing I'd like to share with you is the Stone Mountain Trail. This is a really, really enjoyable trail. It's actually 19 miles. It's a greenway trail. And the good thing about the trail that really a lot of people really enjoy it. It actually, let me just get my pen here. It connects Atlanta with the Stone Mountain area here. And I'm going to pull up a map here that will highlight and give you a little bit better view of what the trail looks like and where it goes from. But it's over 19 miles. The nice thing is a multi-use trail from Atlanta all the way out to Stone Mountain. It really offers people that live in the area, especially who live in the Stone Mountain area, the opportunity for people who enjoy walking, running, biking, rollerblading, and even skating. So the good thing about the trail is that it is paved, and also it has a multi-use for, as I share with you, several different type of activities from walking and biking and so forth. And also the good thing about the trail is that there are several points that you can access the trail. So if you were in different parts of Atlanta, you can access the trail and then utilize the trail, so you don't have to be right in Stone Mountain or start in Atlanta. So let me bring up the trail here. Now this is the trail in red. Just want to zoom out. As you can see here, you can see how the 19 miles travels from Atlanta and zigzags through the Atlanta area, through these different areas, and then ultimately ends up in the Stone Mountain area. So if you were interested in getting some more information, we would recommend that you look up Stone Mountain Trail in Atlanta. Also, you could put Stone Mountain Greenway, and it will highlight this trail. This is how I was able to find this map. But as you can see, it gives you plenty of outdoor activities, especially for someone who really like to hike and stretch your legs and maybe spend a whole day really traveling up and down this trail. This offers a lot of different options for people who are looking for different outdoor activities here in the Stone Mountain area. Okay, I want to pull up some of the high schools that your kiddos might go to, especially if you have kids in high school. You're just wondering, Matthew, where are some of the high schools that my kids might go to if we did live in the Stone Mountain, Georgia area? The first one I'd like to show you is this one here. Is called Tucker High School. This would be one of the high schools that your kiddos would possibly go to. The next one here, we have Stone Mountain High School. This is another one that your kiddos might go to. Also, we do have Redding High School, which is right here. And this is one of the other high schools that your kiddos would go to. And the last high school that your kiddos might go to is Stevens High School. So again, as we always share with our buyers, make sure you check out schooldigger.com or one of those websites before you make a determination on purchase home based on the school districts that your kids are in. Also, I just want to share with you, because Stone Mountain is in DeKalb County, it really depends on where you're purchasing your home in DeKalb County and also in Stone Mountain. But DeKalb County is also well known for having some really good schools. Again, make sure you check out schooldigger.com. And also they do have some good private and charter schools in the area here. So if you are specifically looking for good school districts, we would recommend that you check out schooldigger.com first, identify what those schools districts that you really enjoy, that you think would be good for your children, and then start looking for homes in those areas. So I'm going to jump over to my MLS system. Now, I just did a general search of homes here in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Again, Stone Mountain is in the DeKalb County area. So there might be some homes to just be careful of if you are looking for homes that might be in other suburbs. Like you can see that Tucker's really close. You got Scottsdale, Decatur. So if you are looking for schools first, maybe a good elementary, middle school, or high school, and then you start looking for homes. If you do find some homes, just make sure you find out which city or suburb it's in. It might not be in Stone Mountain, which will be fun. We can help you find a home in any of the areas. But these homes here that I just pulled up here on FMLS, I just identified are in the Stone Mountain, Georgia area. So the first home I'd like to pull up here, this home is in the Smoke Rise community. It's listed for $950,000. It has a total of 6 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, and a half bathroom, and actually has over 4,300 square feet. It has 4-sided brick. It was built in 1978, and it sits on a little bit more than 1 acre lot. Just want to come down here. It does not have a basement, and it also it does not have a homeowner association. So if you're looking for a community that does not have a homeowner association, this would be one of them that you might want to take a look at. Just want to open up this picture so you can sort of see this nice, beautiful home. Sits back on a nice private lot, as I showed you, a little bit over 1 acre from the street there. Some nice four-sided brick, wood front door, some nice entryway, really open floor plan, a lot of natural light here. Really nice, beautiful home. So I want to go back to the map here. Here's another home which is a little bit closer to the Stone Mountain Park area. This home is in the Park Place at Rocking Bridge. It's listed for $480,000. It has a total of 4 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, a little bit over 2,800 square feet, was built in 2000. Also says here it has vinyl siding. I just want to see if it actually has a basement. It says it's a finished walked-in basement, and this home also is not in a homeowner association community. So let's take a look at this beautiful house here. Nice 2-story house. Has some aerial views, back porch for you to sit out on, maybe cook your hamburgers or have some hot dogs. Looks like this master bedroom, bathroom here. Nice tile, nice open floor plan. So this is just another really beautiful home. This home, again, like I share with you, is close to the Stone Mountain Park area there. And then the last one I'd like to show you is right here. This home is in the Hidden Hills community. It's listed for $429,900. It has a total of 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and a half bath. Has a little bit over 3,000 square feet. Was built in 1987. And it says here it has some brick front siding. Also, just seeing here, it does have a basement area. It says this bathroom stubbed, interior full, and also looks like this home is part of a homeowner association. So out of the 3 homes, the Hidden Hills is in a homeowner association. Just want to show you this beautiful house. Some nice wood floors. Looks like it has some updated kitchen, nice white cabinets, some nice touches here, fixtures, nice beautiful master bathroom with a nice chandelier for the tub there. Got a tub there, shower. So just another beautiful home here in the Stone Mountain area. So I just want to show you those 3 homes just for you to get an idea of what home options are available here in Stone Mountain, Georgia. But again, as I share with you, I just did a general selection just in Stone Mountain, no specific searches, just for you to get a little flavor of what type of home options are right here in the Stone Mountain, Georgia area.
Thank you for watching our video, and we hope it gave you a glimpse of really what makes Stone Mountain, Georgia so special. Also, leave us a comment below if you ever lived in Stone Mountain, or maybe you visited the Stone Mountain Park. It's helpful for those who are watching this video. Whether if you're looking to move here in 5 days or 9 months, or you're just exploring the idea, my team and I are always here to help. Make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All that contact information is right here on the screen. Make sure you check out our playlist with other great videos just like this one with great content about living in Stone Mountain or one of the surrounding suburbs. And until next time, as you always say here on our channel, North Georgia Life, we make the world a better place, one person, one family, one investor at a time through the power of real estate.